Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to the Cruise Amigos live from Cozumel. Only we're not live from Cozumel yet. We have some technical issues or scheduling issues we're going through right now. I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, with me today is Cruise Amigo John. He's up there in Minnesota. Hey, John. And the other problem we had today, and you and I haven't even discussed this one, Cruise Amigo Martin is ill. He's sick.
Oh.
So Cruise Amigo Martin is, I did hear from him, but he's not going to be with us today because he can barely hold his head up. So
I can give him a shot.
And Kate, yeah, you could give him a shot. You could. I could give him a shot of bourbon.
Oh, well,
he'd probably like that better than the kind of shot you give him.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we have no Cruise Amigo Martin today, so it's just going to be me and John again, which that's okay.
Yeah.
But I was certainly counting on our guest from Cozumel. Oh, there's a dinger, so let me see if that's her. And she says, thanks, I'm headed to the beach now. Need the Caribbean Sea as the background. Okay, so she's on her way. We will just tread water until...
This is a live shot, by the way. That's live from Cozumel right there.
All right, hold on. I got to come back to see what you're showing because I was over there checking my messages.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Cozumel is, at least it's not pouring down rain.
Nope.
So that's a good thing. Because one of the things I was worried about, folks, you guys, if they follow me, you know that I track the weather all the time. And I know everybody in this country is concerned with Hurricane Ida. I understand it. So am I. I've got friends and loved ones on the Gulf Coast as well that are going through hell right now, as it was landfall about an hour ago now. So I know that that's going to be tough, and our thoughts and prayers are with everybody down there, as this is a very difficult time for anybody along the Gulf Coast. We know that. On the same token, there's a lot of people around the country that, you know, yes, they're watching it on TV, but maybe they'd enjoy doing something fun. So we said, well, the Cruise Amigos are going to be fun. We're going to be live from Cozumel. And then I thought, oh, wait a minute, there's another hurricane that's on the west coast of Mexico. It's passed from Mazatlan now, heading up toward Cabo. And I thought, well, maybe it's going all the way across the country, and it's raining like hell in Cozumel. But Cozumel looks lovely.
This is the Intercontinental Presidente Cozumel Resort Spa Beach.
Okay. Yeah, that looks very nice. So anyway, Elizabeth is going to be with us shortly, and she's going to be coming to us from the No Name Beach Bar, which is frequented by cruise crew folk, of which she is one. She is a cruise person. We're going to let her tell us about her job on a cruise ship. She has done a lot of things with our friend Melissa on about Cozumel and working with some of the vendors down there on improving their business. So we'll just have some fun with Elizabeth. She's on her way now, so I have no idea how long that's going to take. So in the meantime, how's Amigo John?
Well, Amigo John is pretty good. You know, we South Central Minnesota got as much as 5 inches of rain. We did not. But we got like 1.5 inches, and it has changed the world around here.
Yeah.
The dead brown looks like it's the end of the world. Grass is now all green again. Grass has that ability, you know, it can go dormant, and you think it's the end of the world for it, and all of a sudden it gets some rain, and it's just beautiful and green around and out here. The soil is, again, you know, it's not like concrete, and the slab is poured for the new house that's coming, and apparently parts of it are going to be driving in the yard here on Monday. So I have to have a check ready And the check
Yes.
is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 digits.
I have one of those, a check ready too for
Uh-huh.
my guy that's here doing some work
Yeah.
on a hot tub.
Yeah, you get a, not only does he have a saltwater pool, folks, but now he's going to have a hot tub. Ooh. Ooh.
So
Fancy
see,
guy.
actually, what I'm hoping, I can put my fat butt in the hot tub and it'll melt some of the fat away. See, that's the whole direction I'm going in. I don't know
think
that
it
that'll
works.
work.
I
This
don't think
could be a phony fake news diet story.
Well,
But
we can buy some pictures off the internet of somebody that looks like you, only they're 189 pounds, and then we can do a before. I got one of my kids is a great, writes those big long things where you read and you read and you read, and then it's like, just click here now to join for $29.95.
Yeah.
And hey, we could get rich. It could be really wonderful. So
yeah.
that could be
All right,
good.
let's see. Katie's with us. Hi, Katie. Carol's here. Hey, Carol. Gretchen's here.
Oh my goodness, look at all the
Gretchen.
folks down this list here. Yeah, Emily's here. Hey.
Emily's with us. Carol says it's hope we get rain in Niagara Falls, 42 degrees centigrade, 107 Fahrenheit. Wow.
In
you're
Niagara
hotter than I am
Falls?
today.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Niagara
goodness.
Falls. That's like up there in next to Canada. I mean, that's up where you are.
I wouldn't believe that it could ever get that hot there. That is
107
unbelievable.
degrees. And Emily's talking about my t-shirt. Emily, I just so you'll know, one day in the very near, and there's Nikki. Hi, Nikki.
Nikki.
So you'll know in the very near future, Emily, I'm going to have a new t-shirt with Hudson the cat. Emma's Hudson is going to be on my t-shirt that I've got coming from wherever the hell English t-shirts are made. So I will sport it one day soon.
I got a t-shirt story for you.
Okay.
We used to have a 3-2 beer joint in town, and it was
Okay.
also one of the first pizza places back starting in the late 50s, early 60s.
Uh-huh.
And it was called Johnny's Place. No relation to me.
Yes.
And Johnny and his wife actually lived upstairs. I mean, it was just one of those 25-foot wide slices of a building, like cities have.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 3-2 beer joint. Do you know what 3-2 beer is?
Yes.
Okay.
We had 3-2 beer in Virginia.
Probably.
Nice.
Minnesota, by the way, is the last state that still has 3-2 beer. It's a lower alcohol beer that can be served in a lot more places than where regular alcohol can be. But the story was that Johnny never changed his t-shirt. And there was it was a white t-shirt and it just had pizza stains and everything on it. And a lot of people would say, I don't mind that he doesn't change his t-shirt from week to week. But the complaint that people had was that they changed babies on the bar. That was their complaint. And it's like, you don't mind. And I mean, it had the greatest pizza anywhere. I mean, right now, if we could get a Johnny's pizza, it would be far superior to any chain pizza that you could have. I'm telling you, it was unbelievable pizza. But the complaint was,
wow. Do you need to finish the story? Go ahead.
No, it's just the complaint was that, I would never go in that place because, they change babies on the bar. Yeah. That's your problem.
All right. Now, John, Elizabeth is with us, but I've got a black screen.
She doesn't have her camera on yet. It's got to be the source.
I'm showing her face down below. Okay. So
no, you have no control. Elizabeth, can you turn you can see her face down on the bottom?
Yeah.
It's I would say it's impossible, but I believe you. Can she talk to us? Elizabeth, can we hear you? Do you have a mute somehow on her? There's those 3 little dots down at the bottom.
Yeah, no. Edit mic settings, kick from studio, ban from studio.
I have never witnessed this before. Huh.
Okay, let's let's do, what can I do here? This is great live broadcasting, folks, with another
Maybe it's
one of my
nighttime where she is.
technical. No, it's not nighttime in Cozumel. You goof.
Turn on your light, Elizabeth.
Here. We're going to take that off so I can get up and see her 3 dots. It says, let's remove from screen solo layout.
Okay, if you can see her,
Mute.
then Elizabeth, can you hear us? Nod your head, yes and no. And can you see her doing that?
No, it's a frozen screen.
Oh, okay.
So that seems to be the problem. Probably it's with her Wi-Fi signal. Let's see if she sent me a message. Thanks, I'm headed to the beach now. I am guessing Wi-Fi issues. Try going out and coming back in. Again, more riveting live broadcasting from the cruise Amigos. As I sent her a message, and I typed and talked at the same time. She must have heard me because she went out, because there's only 2 of us now. So we'll try that and see. Emily says no video. Yeah, we know. Okay. And Nikki's with us. Emily says she's looking forward to Chillie's new Hudson Cat shirt. Yes, that will be cool. Jack's with us from down in Conroe, Texas. 90 degrees down there, Jack. Jack, since you missed the first couple minutes of the show, we're efforting getting our guest on from Cozumel. She was just here and it was a frozen screen, so she's gone out and trying to come back in, and I'm assuming she didn't have a Wi-Fi signal strong enough where she is. Although she's done some things with Melissa from this bar where she was going to be, because she wanted to have the water in her background at the No Name Beach Bar.
The No
By
Name.
the way, folks, where we're talking about, let's see if I can find that picture real quick. The No Name Beach Bar. For crew by crew. No Name Beach Bar in Cozumel, Mexico. And let's see. Can I pull up the beach? I'm doing something on the fly, trying to dance at the. No, that's not it. Huh.
Nikki, are you driving somewhere today? Oftentimes you're watching us from the car. Ooh, the family's home was from shopping. Cool.
Awesome.
Cool breeze.
Okay. She's coming back, but it's a white screen. So that means the camera is, if you can hear us, Elizabeth, there's the camera. Now let's see if we can add her to the screen. And I hear a little bit of noise. Can you hear us? Yes or no? Because you look to be frozen again.
Well, I knew it was cool in Cozumel. It's only 89 there right now.
Okay, I'm not sure that I have any other advice other than going out and coming back in. This is what it did last time, in much the same position you're in now. It's frozen and we can't hear a word you say. All right, let's try this, Elizabeth. If you can hear me, if not, I'll send you another message. Try turning the camera off and we'll go with just audio. We won't be able to see your lovely face, but we can that way talk at least. So I don't know if you heard that. So I'm going to go. John, tread water a minute. Let me go see. I'm going to log out and come back. Okay.
let me tell you a little bit about my history. You know, I'm an adopted kid, and I was born at St. Paul Ramsey Hospital down in St. Paul, Minnesota. And I had a procedure done to me on the third day of my life. And I've had several doctors look at the notes, and nobody can figure out what was done to me. And it's kind of weird, but they did some surgery on me at the third day of my life, and no one can figure out what it was. There are no scars. Of course, when you're 3 days old, you heal really, really fast. So there's no scars. So I don't know what they did. Maybe they made me more handsome or something. I'm not sure. So if anybody that's in the medical field wants to interpret my birth records, you're welcome to do that. But nobody knows what it was. So, and then I was adopted when I was 5. Well, I was adopted before I was 5 months old, but my parents picked me up on December 6th of my life. I was born on July 30th, and my parents got me on December 6th. And they wouldn't leave town till they baptized me, because, you know, the belief back then was that if you died and you weren't baptized, you went to hell. And they were faithful enough that they were not going to take the risk of getting on the train with their son unbaptized. And so they sought out a Lutheran minister that afternoon, I guess before the train left. And so I was baptized in some Lutheran minister's house down in St. Paul, Minnesota. Got that out of the way before they risked getting on that dangerous train ride home to Crookston, Minnesota, 300 miles.
Is that back? I mean, like when the cowboys were robbing the trains and stuff?
That's the weird thing, is I don't know what they were worried about so much, because, you know, trains were.
Maybe Billy the Kid was hiding out in the snow.
And I don't think they were after the babies, you know, like, okay, bring your babies out. We're going to, you know, it was, to me, the train ride home would be the most safe thing you could possibly do. Because, you know, in our faith, the Lutheran faith, I mean, you didn't baptize the babies right away. There was always a time between the birth and planning the baptism and doing it, you know. So I just thought that was the most interesting thing, that, by God, we're not leaving town till we have the ritual done.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I see. Yeah. Katie was just telling Emily that our friend Allison is on the Iona as we speak.
And Debbie's in Tampa, and Emily says, you really don't know about people until you ask or they speak about it. Well, isn't that right, Emily? That's right.
And Emily normally sups. Took me a long time to find out about supping. She's a supper.
And, you know, the one question I never asked, that what Emily brings it up, is, you know, my dad lived till I was 60, my mom till I was 55, and I never asked them why they never had kids. You know, what caused them to adopt? I never asked that question. How stupid is that? And of course, now it's too late. Matter of fact, it's too late. There's nobody left to ask, you know. None of mom's family's alive. Nobody in dad's family's alive. There's a sister-in-law yet who's 93. So that's an unanswered question that I don't know the answer to, because I didn't ask. You know, Pete is not on a cruise right. Well, but he floats his boat in the bathtub, Katie, for several hours a day.
And you should see him dive off the back end of that boat. That's a good one.
He's just got to do it, you know, to maintain his cruisability. So
he is going, speaking of cruisability, he's getting ready to go on the Sky Princess.
No kidding.
Next outing.
Wow.
I think it's terrific that Pete's been able to do things that John and I have not been able to do. Deborah Werner is with us, heading out on Allure September the 12th. So excited to be back cruising. Yeah. Welcome aboard, Deborah. That's a name I'm not familiar with. Glad to have you with the cruise, amigos. Okay.
It's Royal Caribbean, isn't it? Allure of the Seas?
Let's see. Allure of the Seas, Royal Caribbean. Now I've got devices not connected. What the hell does that mean?
For you? No, you're
They
connected, or we
need
wouldn't
to
be talking.
connect their mic. Add to stream.
Oh, there she is. Now she should be talking to us.
Okay. So, all right, Elizabeth, say squash or something. All right. Microphone settings. Nothing there.
Oops, there goes another rubber tree plant.
Yes, this riveting, just absolutely riveting live broadcast.
We're going to do a test here.
Excuse me. Wow. Let me send her another message.
Oh, and we wanted to talk to her so bad today. That was fun to talk about Cozumel and cruising. I've listened to her on Melissa's show, and
I'm flummoxed now. I don't know what else to suggest.
yeah,
Daggone it.
yeah.
Deborah said she loves you guys. That's very nice, Deborah.
Thank you.
Most of these guys can't stand me. Just ask them.
Well, I can understand why.
Especially Emily, because I make fun of her all the time. No, I wouldn't do that. I love all of our guys that we see. Oh, she was gone again. So maybe she'll come back in and try. I don't know. We'll try something else. And if not, we'll just have to maybe put this on the shelf for another day. I'm sorry to say. Ladies with us. Hey, lady from up in Alaska. Good to see you, lady. How's everything up there? You got some cruise ships up there for a change. Ladies, one of our fine presenter. She's been on the show before. Several times, as a matter of fact, up in Alaska.
Yeah.
Jack says, John and Chillie, call your 10-year-old nephews or nieces. That's the problem. I don't have a 10-year-old. It's here. They're in Kentucky. Yeah, and that's unfortunately, and so again, I apologize because I know this is awful, a live broadcast.
I got a test. I got a test going on here, Chillie. We're going to see if it'll.
You got a test?
I got it. We got a test happening.
I hope it's not a test that I have to answer questions.
And Emily, yeah, he knows now.
Yeah, Elimini says apologies, amigos. Okay, well then we'll do this via the chat since we couldn't get I don't want to ruin your show.
Oh, no.
You're not ruining our show. Okay. Can you see? Are you where you can see the stream? Can you see us? So if I use pictures up, you'll have some idea what the hell I'm talking about. Jack says he's going to remain loyal. Gretchen says blame it on Ida. Well, we could blame it actually on Nora. Nora is the one that's closest to her and Cozumel. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and we'll see if Elizabeth can hear us at all. So I've got
snow on the mountain.
She says, I am just on the show via Oh, by Facebook. That's
FV.
Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured that out. Okay, so let's do this. I got to start watching over there, and we'll put this back to where I can get to pictures. And this would be, this is a cruise ship there in Cozumel. Can you see that, Elizabeth? This was the day after the storm, I think.
That's an MSC ship.
No.
It's not. Look at the funnel.
I tell you what, I think, let me go back up here and check. I think that was the breeze. I was on up here before. Yeah, no. That's an NCL ship.
NCL?
Yeah.
I got to turn the picture. Hang on. I got to turn my screen. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elizabeth come back and says, whoops. It was NCL. Yes.
All
right. Then you had the hurricane hit, which you had some damage. I got a few telephone poles.
A little damage.
Tell me, I mean, maybe that's why the signal's so bad. That's the pole's still down. That gets out to that no-name bar.
A little damage. That's a 20-minute fix, I think.
No whale tail, Jack says. Yeah. All right. Then we have, that might be the bar, come to think about it. Anyway, that was a bar on the beach there at Cozumel that had a little bit of damage from the Elizabeth says no name bar is alive and well. Well, I'm glad to hear that. All right, then we had, I'm not sure what that is.
I would just give up.
But
if
something
that was
is
my
trashed.
Place, I would just give up. I don't know how you come. Rasta bar. Hey, man, my bar, it's a broken, man.
Oh, look who's popped in the house here. I'll get to you a second, Em.
Yeah, I wanted to see if Emily can come in and if it works. If it's on our end, maybe.
It's already open for business again. The Rasta bar is already open for business. That's awesome. Oh. Okay, so we got a beach shot there. This just, and this is not as bad as this looks in here, folks. The whole Gulf Coast is going to get worse today because it's a much stronger storm. It's a bigger, stronger storm. It's more wind. It's more rain. It's more storm surge. Everything. I mean, that's just awful. So another of the shots, miscellaneous shots of damage that
I think I'd move to Alaska.
Wow. That's one of the things you have to put up with living in the water this time of year. Is you get these things. And Elizabeth says this was minimal damage for Cozumel.
Oh, wow. Man.
All right, and that's a Carnival ship. That's a Carnival Breeze.
Yeah.
Through the trees there.
Breeze through the trees.
They were in a couple days ago. And then that is what should be full of people. And there's nobody. Elizabeth says the town was not damaged. This was the east side of the island. Okay. And then that's the bar where she is. And I was going to try to bring up another picture, which let me see what I did with it now that I went looking for. You would know again, riveting riveting live broadcast, folks, as I go looking for something when I shouldn't. All right. So look who popped in on us.
Okay.
That would be Emily.
Can we hear her?
Hey, guys.
Yeah, we can hear Emily.
Oh. I wonder why the other Elizabeth could not come in. Did you figure that out yet?
Oh yeah. She's been commenting on the pictures. So
so it must be something.
We invite all the passengers since no crew can come ashore. Oh, I see. And lady says, hi, Emily.
Hi,
all right, Elizabeth. Can you, in 4 words or less, tell us what your job is normally when things are back to normal on the cruise ships? Now, let's see if she has time to type that in, because we don't know for sure if Elizabeth, I mean, not Emily, I meant Elizabeth. I'm getting my E's confused.
Emily does not work on cruise ships. She works with 4-legged animals.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
and she's a supper.
They call me a dog coach, believe it or not.
No, you're the dog whisperer.
Dog whisperer.
Elizabeth. My brain is out in left field today. Elizabeth is a port and shopping lecturer. So she's the gal on the ship that says, get your tickets now to go to Diamonds International. Or
what is going
don't
on?
Go to
Jose, the emerald dealer.
Senor Froggy's, because they serve you drinks that are this big and that 7 shots and you get drunk and won't make it back to the ship. That's Elizabeth's job. That's why Elizabeth was hooked up with Melissa. I see.
Oh, no.
And Elizabeth says, by now I will come back selling jewelry on the ship's trunk shows. Awesome. I don't throw stuff in the audience. That's pretty cool.
Figured out how to come back yet?
Elizabeth says 30 years at sea.
Wow, she
Good
must have
Lord,
started as a 10-year-old.
She must have started as a baby.
Yeah.
Goodness, I mean, I have seen pictures of you, and I did see a quick shot from the live stream that didn't work. Anyway,
must be the sea air. It must be that sea air that's going by.
Yes, definitely. I get a lot of that here in Lynchburg. A lot of sea air.
Yeah, no, that's the bourbon bottles opening. That's what that is.
So, Elizabeth, have you had any hint when you're going to get recalled back to work, or do you have any idea what ship you will be on? $115 Panama Canal transits. That's in her experience. Bless you. Oh, because I said something nice about her. See, I do say nice things once in a while. I don't put everybody on the spot. I just put special people on the spot, like Emily.
Like me. He puts me on the spot all the time.
Absolutely. And I do a pretty good job of putting Emma on the spot too. I like putting Emma on the spot.
He does.
No word yet.
Yes, he does.
But we'll be going to various cruise lines. So you could be on different ships at different times. That's kind of cool. I had no idea. 30 years on it. Wow. All right. So tell us something, hoping to go back soon. Yeah, I guess. Because you've been 19 months actually without working now or so. Lady says hello to Jack. I'm so glad Lady's with us today. We haven't seen Lady for a long time. Elizabeth. I lost my question. Been a long vacation. Yes, I can see that.
For the rest of your life, you will remember this paw. We all will remember this.
Yeah, this
is going to be this moment in time.
This is awful live broadcasting, folks. We can publish a manual. This is how not to live
Not to
stream.
do this at all.
Absolutely not.
Chillie, what do you
Okay.
mean? We're surrounded by beautiful women,
Well, yeah, I know.
and they're
That's
listening to our
obvious.
every word. This is what every bachelor pays
Dreams
money
of.
for.
Absolutely dreams of. I mean, I love it. I'm, and of course, I'm so politically incorrect that most women look at me and go, Elizabeth, tell us something about the No Name Bar. I know it's a hangout for cruise folks. Are there that many cruise folks that live in Cozumel? And she says, the island is desperate for tourism to come back, so hurry back, spend your money with the locals. Absolutely. I know you're starting to get some ships in, and I know, but it's not anywhere near back to full capacity on the ships or back to full capacity on the number of ships, but we're getting there slowly, but we're getting there. Originally owned by some crew. Okay, the bar was originally owned by some crew. Well, that's cool. I don't know why I never think about Cozumel as being a place where some of the crew folks are from. But anyway, Nikki says hi to everyone. Hard to believe it's almost September. Yeah, I know. That's right around the corner. This is the anniversary of Katrina is today, which means that 10 days ago was the anniversary of when I got stuck behind a hurricane out of New Orleans and got 2 extra days on a cruise ship sailing around dodging hurricanes, and then was late getting in with 39 people. It's always been a crew hangout and special place like you guys would be invited. Well, I will definitely be coming down there. First time I'm in Cozumel, I'm going to say, Elizabeth sent me, set up the bar I'm buying.
That's the thing. You open the little door and you got to go, Elizabeth sent me.
And she said, since no crew can come ashore, it's very quiet there. Is that a Cozumel rule now, or is that a cruise ship rule? Like, I'm asking that because so many of the islands now are doing their own regulations, like the Bahamas and U.S. Virgin Islands have all established their own regulations for cruise ship now. It's a cruise ship rule. Okay, that answers that. So as far as Cozumel is concerned, you want the cruise ships and you want the people. I can appreciate that because they've been all sitting down there. We would kill for crew to come ashore. Yeah, I can believe that. So I hope that it's changed in the very, very near future for you guys all down there. Because I know it's been, a year and a half for all of you guys.
What's the feeling? Our church now is going back to everyone has to wear masks. And I mean, that's the edict from the regional, the bishop, for the whole region. So we feel that it's going backwards right now up here. What's kind of the general feeling down there in Mexico?
The Jeopardy music. There are about 1,000 name badges on the bar here from crew over the years. I did see the picture of that too someplace.
We have a law requiring masks. Yes, still.
Yeah. What about social distancing? Do they still recommend social distancing indoors? I realize, folks, I mean, it takes time for us to ask a question, and then the question to get to Elizabeth, and then Elizabeth's got to type in an answer. So I know this is just not riveting, but
very strict.
Very strict here.
But what's the feeling on the street? And as you talk to people, is it a hey, we're getting better and it's gonna, it's not long now and it's positive, or the feeling here is sort of like the rug's been pulled out from under us again. It's a downer feeling right now again.
Yeah, our numbers are back like they were in the worst part of this.
Hey, and that's my I'm going to win the bottle of wine from Pete is always happy and positive.
Feeling
She's
is
a
always
marketing
happy and
person.
positive.
But
That's great.
Because my positive feeling is that I am going to win the $100 bottle of wine from Pete. I was feeling that I was going to lose it, but now I think it's back on. That I just think that the EU is looking to shut the door again. So.
I have to say, my neighbor, she went to her church in Yonkers. You know Yonkers, Chillie, right?
I do.
Yep. And her church last night, or yesterday, excuse me, she had to wear a mask, and they also had to social distance everybody.
Well, I think that's very wise. I've been, for about 6 weeks now, I've been going out to dinner, and yeah, I'm still kind of worried about that. But the alternative is being stuck in the house for 18 months, which I did that once too. And of course, we're fully vaccinated here, and hopefully will be getting my booster Monday, as a matter of fact.
Oh boy, you are right at the front of the list.
Yeah. And Elizabeth says, everybody is always upbeat here. Very resilient people.
Good.
That's just awesome.
Yeah, we got
Katie
to
says
all be
Florida's getting worse. Yeah, and the governor there's lost a couple court cases now, so I bet he's fit to be tied. I'm not making any political statement, folks. I'm staying away from that. But he has lost a couple court cases now. So, but he does have. I know Royal Caribbean made some policy changes because of one of the court decisions that Governor DeSantis actually won. So they are not on the new color chart from the CDC. They've come up with a new color code, and it's gray instead of the yellow, the orange, and the green.
Where are they putting the gray in? Where are they?
Gray that's a Florida cruise, because we can't say what's happening with ships with cruises out of Florida because DeSantis won a case against the CDC. So Royal Caribbean has changed the policies just for that, which made it very confusing. So anyway, that's when you get political mixed in what shouldn't be political, that's what happens.
Both Jack and Katie are saying that they're doing church online rather than in person. And Jack and Katie, I've been doing that too for, the year and a half. And now a few weeks ago, I started to actually physically attend. But today I again went online because I just do not want to risk. Well, and I think you guys know I got a blood infection this last month. Did that come out on the show anytime? Did that?
I didn't mention it.
Okay. 3 weeks ago, I got a blood infection. I'm septic. And so that has knocked me back, and I'm on heavy antibiotics for a month. And so I just do not want to risk even getting that lighter case of COVID that you can get because I'm fully inoculated and I'm waiting for my third shot like Chillie. So I've just decided to stay home again and watch fortunately, our church is on Facebook, so I can participate like I'm there, but I would rather be there in person. There is something about communing with other people that's makes it more real. And just like on a cruise, you don't want to go on a cruise alone. You want to be with the other people. So.
All right, here's a question for Elizabeth. I know Mexico is, majority Catholic. Do you have any idea how masses are done around Cozumel and other places? And Elizabeth is trying to come in again, I see.
Oh, and did we lose?
We lost Emily. Why did we lose Emily? What? She's moving this time. Do we actually, can we get you on? Oh, no. Try talking again.
But we're hearing
Okay,
her.
I've got feedback from your audio. I'm guessing. Okay, she tried turning the camera off. Now let's try to talk. Can you say something? No. Okay. That was a good try. All right, let me send her a message again. All right. Go ahead, John. Say something.
All righty. Anyway, I generally churches are relatively full of people, the Catholic churches, and the every other pew.
This
And then
way. Can you hear me?
Oh, I could hear you there for a second. Let me come back. All right. It's breaking up, but I could hear you for a second.
All right.
I heard an all right. Emily said her screen was frozen. Emily heard something. Yeah, I did too, Em. Well, okay, let me go back and finish the message.
Anyway, it was a good try today, and we probably should call it. But we had a lot of fun on a Sunday, and the end of summer. We're hitting Labor Day here pretty soon, aren't we?
Next Monday.
Minnesota State Fair opened this week to 50% attendance. Not for weather or anything, just 50% are going through the gates. That's a real unusual thing. So up here, people are concerned, and it'll be interesting to see how the week goes here now. We did get some rain, of course, too, that went through there. That'll kind of soften it'll bring some humidity and make it nicer. But for the Minnesota State Fair, it's called America's Backyard, and to have 50% attendance is just a bizarre thing, a real bizarre event. So we'll watch that this week, and hope that everybody has a safe time down there in New Orleans. Certainly, there's been enough announcement and opportunity for people to leave that we hope it doesn't happen like it did 15 years ago with Katrina.
Yeah.
We know the game now. There's been Katrina and then 2 more land hits since Katrina. So, if anybody thinks they're going to stay and ride it out this time, it's on them. This is not a government stupidity in any way. So we'll see.
All right, guys. Well, I apologize that this didn't work out with Elizabeth today. As you can tell, we have tried everything we could, to the point of it's being just an awful conglomeration of dead air for you guys today. So I apologize for that. But that's what happens sometimes when you.
Are you going to replay your morning show that you did with the guys on the that were just departing?
It's up now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, and there's links to it, from on Facebook and YouTube.
Chillie did a great interview this morning, you guys. You got to watch it.
With the Cruise Boys live from Marseille. It was an unscheduled news show this morning. I did Katie was there, and who else was there? Carol and Katie were there, and John was there, and I don't know who else. I know Emily saw part of it, but anyway, that came up literally after I was in bed last night. I had a message from them and said, "Hey, we're available at 11 o'clock. That was my time. Of course, it was going from their time. At 11 o'clock tomorrow, if you want to do, schedule a live stream. So I got up at like 3:30 this morning and scheduled the live stream and threw it together. And they sent me a bunch of pictures and a bunch of video clips. And we went live just like it was a normal show today. I tried to get word out to as many people as I could so I'd have somewhat of an audience. I knew there wasn't going to be many people there because nobody knew I was going to be on Sunday. I'm never on Sunday at 11. But anyway, yeah, it was a fun show. It was a fun interview. And, when you have some time and wanted some pure enjoyment, it was a live show from Marseille, France.
And it was perfect. I mean,
it was cool.
The video went great, and the boys had a lot of input, and it was funny, and it was good information, and it was a good show. So, hey,
anyway,
Elizabeth, thank you.
Elizabeth says, anyway, as far as masks, the churches are open, but social distancing, mask, and lots of sanitizing. Temperature taken before you can enter. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad they are taking it seriously down there, folks, because once we get everything rolling in Cozumel, you don't want to have to shut down again. So, again, Elizabeth, thank you so much for trying, darling. The effort was well worth it, and we'll try it again sometime.
We'll have her on when we have a good connection,
when
even if
have
she's
a good
in
connection.
a
Yes,
hotel
indeed.
somewhere where we'll have pictures to show. So,
all right, guys, that's going to wrap us up for today. Again, this is the Cruise Amigo live, sort of, from Cozumel. So, and we'll come across doing something again next week. So, Elizabeth says we will try again from her house next time. All right, that's awesome. Adios, amigos. All right, Elizabeth, thank you so much. Thanks for being with us, guys. We'll see you next Sunday on the Cruise Amigos live from somewhere. Later, y'all.